Good news, everybody. Biden has just announced a signing date for the Build Back Better bill, which is our fourth stimulus checks. And several new states, including Maine and Arizona, have just sent out a fourth round of state stimulus checks. So folks, be sure to stay until the end of this video to find out more information about the fourth stimulus check. Trust me, everybody, you don't want to miss out on this very important stimulus check information.
The wildfires that are existing in the west, the storms in the south and the east coast as well, the droughts that people are feeling in the country. That's more eloquent than anything that we can say that something else is happening, and it's happening more intensely because of human behavior that must be changed. Again, it's overwhelmingly the American people understand the climate crisis and are supportive of actions for us to manage it and to solve it. I have great confidence, as the President Obama said and others have said here, in young people. The future is theirs. We have a responsibility to transfer our planet to them in a responsible way.
Today I'm here to talk about one of the most pressing economic concerns of the American people, and it's real. That is getting prices down, number one. Number two, making sure our stores are fully stocked. And number three, getting a lot of people back to work while tracking and tackling these two challenges I mentioned. Today's economic report showing unemployment continued to fall, but consumer prices remain too high. Tell us, American people, in the midst of this economic crisis, the recovery is showing strong results, but not to them. We're still looking out there. Everything from a gallon of gas to a loaf of bread costs more. And it's worrisome, even though the wages are going up. We still face challenges that we have to tackle. We have to tackle them head on. And on the good side, we're seeing the highest growth rate in decades, the fastest decrease in unemployment at this point ever since 1950. Jobs are up, wages are up, values are up, and savings are up. But we got problems too. Many people remain unsettled about the economy, and we all know why. They see higher prices. They go to the store online, or they can't, or they go to the store or go online, they can't find what they always want, and when they want it. And we're tracking these issues, trying to figure out how to tackle them head on. My administration, with the help of the folks on my left over here, has a plan to finish the job of getting us back to normal from the pandemic and having a stronger economy than we ever had before.
Should be censured, then I don't know what is. Let me also just take you back to Gosar speaking at the rally that whipped that crowd into a frenzy on January 6th, and then they charged the Capitol and attacked our Capitol police officers, tried to overturn a legitimate election. This is dangerous stuff. While Democrats are trying to make sure that we can improve people's lives, Republicans have become, led by guys like Gosar, a morally bankrupt group of extremists. And
the White House announced Wednesday that Biden will on Monday sign into law the largest federal investment in infrastructure. In a press release, the White House said the president will highlight how he is following through on his commitment to rebuild the middle class and the historic benefits that the bipartisan infrastructure deal will deliver for American families. Biden's signature will make the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act law 10 days after the House passed a bipartisan piece of legislation. The legislation includes about $550 billion in new funding for transportation, utilities, and broadband. It also invests $110 billion into roads and bridges and other major projects. So lawmakers have also tried and failed for years to pass a comprehensive bill to upgrade the nation's utilities and surface transportation infrastructure. The White House and many other leading Democrats say the bill will ease pesky supply chain disruptions and keep prices from soaring even higher. So while 13 House Republicans helped the bill clear the chamber last week, its fate had been uncertain for much of the fall. Fierce debate between progressives and centrist Democrats, which centered on the bill's passage in tandem with a separate Build Back Better plan, threatened to derail the infrastructure plan. Ultimately, progressives accepted promises from centrists that they would support the $1.75 trillion social safety net and climate package when it comes up for a vote. Centrists asked to delay to the delay of the Build Back Better vote until they were able to review the Congressional Budget Office's estimates of the plan's budgetary impact. Unlike the infrastructure bill, the Build Back Better bill was opposed by virtually every Republican on Capitol Hill. Democrats will attempt to circumvent a GOP filibuster in the evenly split Senate, using a special budgetary rule known as reconciliation that will allow a party to muscle the legislation through a simple majority vote. More than 500,000 Maine residents will receive $285 in disaster relief payments by the end of the year. That's all because of a crisis assistance plan. The payments are set to start going out on November 15th and continue through the end of December. The one-time relief payments are part of the state budget and are intended to help support people who worked during the early days of the crisis. The payments are said to arrive via paper check. They will go to people who live full-time in Maine and earn wages, salaries, tips, and other taxable income. During the 2020 tax year, the governor said she hopes the payments will help the Maine families to some small degree during the holiday season. States like Arizona have also begun their back to work program and offering a one-off $1,000 payment for unemployed people who accept part-time work and $2,000 to anyone who is unemployed who takes on a full-time work. In Delaware, residents who do not typically file federal income tax returns are being urged to keep an eye out in their mailboxes for a letter from the IRS, notifying them that they may qualify for a federal economic impact payment. Thank you again for your support, everybody. If you have any more questions about the fourth stimulus check, leave them in the comments down below. And until next time, have a great day.
Understand the climate crisis and are supportive of actions for us to manage it and to solve it. I have great confidence, as the President Obama said and others have said here, in young people. The future is theirs. We have a responsibility to transfer our planet to them in a responsible way. So we prayerfully approach those people because they are many people of faith, as am I, who believe that this planet is God's creation, and we have a moral responsibility to be good stewards of it. But as I say, those storms hitting home are such an important message.
And Central Tennessee saw it vividly in terms of unprecedented storms, people dying. I mentioned what happened in we've all seen it, but Central Tennessee, I think, was Exhibit A.
In fact, America just this year has suffered over $100 billion worth of damage from climate-fueled disasters, and they're right. You cannot ignore people who have died out west due to wildfires or the drought, the intractable drought in the Southwest, floods in Tennessee, Hurricane Ida that stormed ashore again on the coast of Louisiana and cut power, but then proceeded on to the Northeast, where people in New York City died because they were flooded out of their basements, or even the freak storm in Texas. Freak winter